Hey everyone, welcome to Bean to Barstool Bite-Sized, where we spend about 5 minutes with some of our favorite people from craft beer and craft chocolate. Today we hear from Anna Seear, the co-founder of Ritual Chocolate in Utah. August 19th is World Honey Day, so today we're going to hear from Anna as she talks about Ritual's Honeycomb Toffee 75% bar and using honey in the craft chocolate making process. Here she is talking about the development of that bar.
I wanted to include honey, but I didn't quite know how initially. So landing on the honeycomb toffee was a great way that we could sprinkle it on top of the chocolate, because we couldn't actually. I know that some people do, but we've tried working with honey and agave instead of sugar. The machines that we use, a lot of them have a granite composite base with our melangers and our conch, so it'll actually rip the stone out if it's too sticky in the chocolate. So we tried it early on and we were like, okay, maybe not do that. So we actually add it right at the end when we're tempering and molding the bars. We sprinkle it onto the back of the bar. And so it's nice because then you get the texture of the honeycomb and you can see it on the back of the bar. So
you work with Hollow Tree Honey. Can you tell me a little bit about them and how that relationship developed?
Yeah, so they are fantastic. I've actually have been buying their honey for years. They're a local company and all their hives are in the Wasatch Range. Well, most of the honey producers here source pretty locally, but they kind of take it to the next level and keep it to the Wasatch Range. And they actually have a lot of hives in the Park City area. And so we source what's called the mountain wildflower honey. It's got a very kind of light aromatic flavor. And I just really liked their philosophy and that they keep it really simple. They cold press their honey. So it's raw, but they take the extra step of cold pressing, so they don't even heat the honey when they bottle. So that just ensures that you're keeping all the kind of good bacteria and microbes in there. And they also coarse filter, so they're not filtering. They're essentially just filtering out the wax and not filtering out any of the pollen or other good stuff. So it's really pure, and I think that's so much better for flavor.
Do those processes change the texture from what people would be used to in honey?
Yeah, it does. And so they're very clear that they're like, the honey is very solid to work with. So we're always trying to get them to give us sort of the youngest honey, because the longer it sits, the more solid it is, and so it's a bit tougher for us to make the honeycomb toffee. But it's worth the extra effort because I think it has a fantastic flavor. And then what I also love about them is they're really trying to kind of promote saving the bees and helping the bee habitat. So you can purchase wildflower seeds that you can sow in your garden for good pollinators. And they also have hives you can set up around your garden just to help give a home to native bees. Yeah, I would really say for this honey in particular, the flavor is just a little bit more florally aromatic. And it's very subtle, but yeah, there's just a little bit more of a kind of, I don't know if you call it sort of a bouquet on the nose kind of aromatic quality to it, which I think is really nice. And I always feel like is a nice complement to chocolate because you're kind of getting that full range of flavor. So from the richness of the chocolate all the way to those kind of light aromatic notes. It took a long time to develop, and really what we want to say with it is, it has a wonderful balanced flavor, but it really ties into our locale here and also just protecting the ecosystem. It's really kind of a gentle reminder to people to think about, protecting the bees and supporting other local makers. So
you can find out more about Ritual Chocolate and order their bars at the link in the show notes. You can listen to my entire conversation with Anna and other honey professionals back in episode 21. I'll share that in the show notes as well. The music today was by my dear friend Anna P.S. My name is David Nilsson. Thanks for listening to Bean to Barstool Bite-Sized.